A few months ago, Funko started a brand new line of collectibles. It's called Project Fred, based on their mascot Freddy and their larger characters than the usual Pop. The first one they released was the Bob's Big Boy Freddy, and they actually did a whole event about it at the first ever Bob's Big Boy in California. It was really neat to see, and people were pretty excited about it. The only thing that's a little bit different compared to the other stuff that they've created in the past is the price, because they retail for $295. And you can't just go on Funko.com and pick one up. You actually have to enter into a lottery to see if you have the chance to purchase one. And now, of course, because I am a big fan of Funko, I have entered for every single one of these and have been pretty successful. I was able to get drop 2, 3, and 4, but I was not able to get drop number 1. And that, of course, was the Big Boy Freddy. But what I was able to get was this t-shirt here. Wasatch Pop actually helped me out with it. If you guys don't know, he's got a cool YouTube channel, and I definitely recommend him. And also, take a look on the back. It's really nice. And now, just to let you know what they've released so far, we have the Bob's Big Boy that we've been talking about, and there's also a blue Chase version, or at least his overalls are blue. I really enjoy it. And what's really neat about every single one of these drops is that there's only 750 pieces, and then the Chase, there's only 75. So super, super limited. And I feel like that's the reason everybody wants to try to get this, to see if they can pull that rarer version. But anyways, the next drop is actually 2 characters at the same time. We have the Coca-Cola logo as well as Sprite. And now, if I'm going to be honest, I enjoyed the Big Boy Freddy more, but of course I wanted to enter for this one to see if I could get them, or those Chases. And if you don't know, with the Coca-Cola one, the logo is in a bunch of different languages, and then for the Sprite one, it's just that classic, like, original one. Or I guess you could say their retro logo. They both look pretty interesting. And then, everybody, the newest drop that they've done for Project Fred is the Icy Polar Bear. It just happened a little while ago, and I did actually win that one. So I'm pretty pumped to see when that one arrives, because it looks pretty nice. Oh, and for the Chase, it is completely different. It's actually the Icy logo and then a bit of snow on the top instead of the polar bear. And so when it comes to that one, I don't know which one I would enjoy more. I mean, probably the polar bear, because I like how that looks, but also getting the Chase would be amazing too. Okay, now that I'm done rambling, let's get into the figures that I have here. And the first one is one that I actually had to get on the secondary market because, of course, I didn't win. You probably know which one it is by the way that I was talking a second ago, but it is the Bob's Big Boy Freddy. I apologize for building it up like I didn't get it. And I mean, I didn't get it through the entry, but hey, we still have one here today. That's all that matters. And now, if you guys are wondering on my first impressions here, I've got to say the box feels really high quality. And if you turn it to the side, they've got like that kind of like blank version of the Freddy here. And then on the back side, it's got the colors for what it actually looks like. And I think this is a really neat way to do it because it also says Project Fred #1. And then on this side here, it tells you a little bit about the history of Funko. And if you guys want me to read it, it says here, Funko started with one mission in mind: to transform iconic moments of pop culture into real-life sources of fun. Behind every logo, toy, and media source, there's a community of fans eager to share the memories, life experiences, and fun. Join Freddy as he personifies some of the most memorable and beloved pop culture licenses. Welcome to Project Fred. So some pretty cool stuff. And now, let's actually open this up, find out exactly what number I got, and if I got the Chase. Alrighty, let's see. What do we have here? Also, I am really liking the checkered pattern, and if you're wondering, there's nothing on the inside of this part. But yeah, this is neat. It says Funko and Bob's Big Boy on this side, then we've got the checkered bit there, and then on the bottom it's got the exact same thing. And here, okay, so this does kind of spoil it a little bit. So maybe let's take a look at this in a second. I know what I got, but you guys don't yet. We'll just put this right here. That's the certificate. And I don't want to show you yet because I want to see if we did end up getting that Chase. Oh, and this is funny. The way they've got it covered, it actually doesn't spoil anything. So once I take that bit of foam off, we'll figure out if I got the blue version or the red one. Here we go. You ready? Oh, that's the red one. Definitely too bad, but I really just wanted to have one of this one in the collection because it is the first Project Fred they've ever done, of course. And so here it is. You know what? I'm liking this. Also, I've got to say, I am really enjoying how they did the burger crown. I think that's a really neat way to do it. And if they continue to make more of these Project Freds, I would love to see the crown like in a unique way every single time. And now I understand that they didn't do that for the Coca-Cola ones or the Icy. I mean, they did kind of for the Chase, with there being like snow on it, but not like this, you know? And I think this is probably my favorite one out of the 4 just because, I don't know, I love how it looks. And now, everybody, since we've got it out of there and you know that it's not the Chase, let me show you this, which is Wow, way thicker than I was expecting. If you guys want to see, though, that's the certificate. It's got like a nice sticker in the corner, and it tells you exactly which number I got, and that was 156 out of 675. Definitely neat, and it's got the certificate of authenticity. I love the certified fun and authentic in the corner, and then if you guys want to check out the back side, it just says Project Forever the blank one. Pretty neat stuff, and I would say for like about $300, there is some pretty nice presentation going on. And now again, everybody, let's jump into the figure a little bit more, because I really do like this one. I think overall, they did a pretty great job with it, and also having the massive version of this Freddy outside of the Big Boy restaurant for a few days was a pretty cool touch too. And I think the way that they did it was also just like a fun kind of like, check out this new character. And I know that this isn't going to be for everybody because it is a little bit more expensive than other stuff, but when you think about how limited this character is, because there is less than 1,000 of every single one of these, or at least less than 1,000 so far, and I hope that they keep up with that there's never more than 1,000, that they just keep making more limited characters. I think it makes it a little more fun. Unless, and I'm just going to throw this out there for Funko, they make like, maybe after they've done like 12 or 15 of these, they do like a blind box version where they're a lot smaller, maybe the size of a pop, and you don't know which one you're going to be getting. I think that would be amazing. So make the big ones limited, and then the smaller ones, they're a little less limited, but maybe the mystery boxes still could have a number associated with them. Say it's 15,000 or something like that. I don't know, just an idea. Also, something else that I know a lot of people are talking about is how heavy is this thing going to be? Because of the price point, you would think it's got to be a little bit more substantial than like a regular Funko Pop, where a lot of their heads are hollow. And with this here, it is really heavy. I would say the feet feel pretty solid. The body is definitely one big piece, but the head, it feels a little too light to be all the way through. But still, it's pretty high quality. Like, I like the way this feels in my hand. It doesn't feel cheap. The only thing that I wish, and maybe they didn't do this because it's supposed to be more of like a display piece, is that the head doesn't rotate and the arms don't move up and down. I think that could have been kind of cool. It's a bit of a missed opportunity. At least in my opinion, because to have like his hand up, maybe like he's waving, or you could like rotate him a little bit, I think it could have been neat. But this is just me nitpicking. I think it still looks really great, and let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments. And now, everybody, let's get into the second character that's arrived, and this is the only one that I have besides the Big Boy so far, and I believe the Coca-Cola one should be in sometime next week, and I'm not sure about the icy one, but I really do hope that that one comes in pretty soon too, because I want to have all 4 of them on display. And now, let's take a look at this one a little bit closer up, where it's got the Sprite on the front there, and this is number 3, and if you're wondering, Coke is number 2, and then icy should say number 4, and then on the side here, we have the exact same thing like the other box, but of course, it is a green version of kind of like a blank one, and then on the back you can see what the Sprite one actually looks like a little better. And then of course on the other side we have the history of Funko again, and I believe it is exactly the same. Yes, it is. And now everybody, let's open this thing up. And also, if you guys are wondering, the height on this thing is 11 inches compared to a Funko Pop, which is like, I think about 4 to 5 inches. Ooh, you know what this box kind of feels like? Like when you get a new iPhone or something, and the way that it kind of like slides open. I really do like how it feels. Okay, here we go. And now, again, it's kind of spoiling a little bit because I can see this, but I will show you guys that in a second. This is pretty cool. And now, as soon as I flip it up, you're gonna know if it's a chase or a common, so I'll just do it like this, okay? 3, 2, 1... It's just the common. But you know what, everybody? I think out of the 2 of them here, I like this one more because it doesn't like kind of go over the face as much. I like the colors on this. And so anyways, let's get this thing out of here, and then I'll show you guys the certificate, because yeah, this is another pretty fun one. Also, I don't know if this is just because it's newer or I just took it out of the box, but it smells pretty fresh. Alrighty, so here's the Sprite one a little bit closer up, and I know what some of you guys are gonna say, why is it kind of just like going over the face? And I think it's because, and it kind of reminds me of some other collectibles like Bear Bricks as well as Vinylmation, where they just kind of have the same mold and don't have to use it every single time. And I know that they've done some where it's like, of course, the face is matching up with like the eyes and the nose, especially for Vinylmation, but with a lot of them, they kind of just do whatever they want. And so if you guys want to take a look at these 2 next to each other, there they are. I gotta say, they're gonna look pretty cool on the shelf, especially if I had like, and here's what I'm picturing, like these floating shelves with like 8 of them all across. I think it'd be neat. Oh, and where are my manners? I forgot to show you guys the card. If you guys want to take a look at it here, I got number, whoa! I got number 27 out of 675, so a bit of a better number than the Bob's Big Boy one, and I don't think it really matters unless you get like number 1, maybe, or number like 675, or like a funny number, you know what I mean? Because you can get all of those in this. But either way, I think think it's pretty cool. And it says here, product detail. I didn't read this on the last one. This certificate of authenticity verifies that this original vinyl figure is a genuine Funko collectible. It's designed and crafted for you by your fellow collectors and sincere pop culture enthusiasts at Funko. Congratulations on securing this limited edition item for your collection. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot. It's pretty neat that they include these, especially because every single one of them is hand numbered. I think that's also pretty awesome. And you know what? Now that I have these ones in person, and I'm kind of thinking of other ones that they could make in the future, because they are so limited, they could get a little bit more obscure with them, that's for sure. I've been enjoying the food route that they've been going down, so I think some neat ones that they could do in the future are maybe like Twizzlers, Oreo could be cool, Nerds would be really fun, especially if they did it so like the top of them is like completely covered in Nerds, or maybe it was like Freddy with like nerd hair, kind of like this one here. I don't know, just suggestions, and if Funko you want to use them, go for it. And also something that I'm curious about is what is going to be the first Project Fred that doesn't have a license with another product line. And what I mean is we don't have any Funko Pops of these characters, and to give you an example, there's no Alf Funko Pops, but maybe if they make one of this a Project Fred, hey, I'm putting that out there. But anyways, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Project Fred? Have you picked up any of them yet? Or maybe you just kind of waiting for your favorite character to release? Oh, and don't worry, I also ordered all of the Jumbo-chans, another Funko collectible, and I will be getting those in soon. So again, stay tuned. But seriously though, this has been a lot of fun checking them out with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.